Welcome back, Grade 8 mathematicians. We're continuing with common fractions. Today we're looking at dividing fractions and whole numbers and dividing fractions and mixed numbers. First of all, we need to understand 10 divided by 5 equals 2. But if I say 10 over 1 multiplied by 1 over 5, from your laws of multiplication of fractions, you would see 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 10 twice. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 over 1, which is the same as 2. So when we divide fractions, we're going to make use of this rule. Instead of dividing fractions, we are going to multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. This is the divisor. So 5, the reciprocal of 5 is 1 over 5. So all we're doing, 5 can be written as 5 over 1. So all we are doing is we are inverting this fraction like that, and we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Let's look at the worked examples. Right, the first thing we have to do, and I hope you've noticed now that the first step that we take when dealing with fractions is convert everything to improper fractions. So how do we convert 6 to an improper fraction? Well, all we do is we put it over 1. So this will now read 6 over 1 divided by 2/3. And remember we said when we divide, we are rather going to multiply by the reciprocal. So in other words, we're going to divide and flip this fraction. So that will be 6 over 1 multiplied by 3 over 2. Multiply the whole number by the reciprocal of the divisor. All that means is we're going to change the divide to multiply, and we're going to flip this fraction upside down. Right, then we always, as usual, we try and simplify where possible. So 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 6 3 times. Nothing else can simplify. So now I'm going to multiply the simplified numerators. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. And 9 over 1 is an improper fraction. It equals 9. So we multiply the simplified denominators together and write the answer in its simplest form. This is the method we use when dividing a whole number by a fraction. Right, let's have a look. We've got a mixed number multiplied by a mixed number. Again, the first thing we do is everything in fraction form. Remember we said 3 times 8 is 24 plus 1 is 25. So I will have, if I had a negative mixed number, it's going to be a negative improper fraction. So 8 3s are 24 and 1 is 25 thirds. Your denominator stays the same. Divided by 12 and a half, well, we're going to say 2 multiplied by 12 is 24 plus 1 will give us 25. So that will be 25, denominator stays the same, over 2, 25 halves. Right, we're going to multiply the improper fraction by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, flip that upside down, 2 over 25. So we've got negative 25 over 3 multiplied by 2 over 25. Simplify or cancel where possible. Just makes your calculation that much easier. We've got 25 goes into 25 once, 25 goes into 25 once. Nothing else can cancel. Right, the first thing we have to deal with is the signs. Remember, a negative multiplied by a positive will give us a negative. So my answer is going to be negative. The next thing I have to do is multiply the numerators. So the numerator is going to be 1 multiplied by 2 is 2 over, multiply the denominators together, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. I cannot simplify any further. It is not an improper fraction, so this is the answer to that calculation. For tomorrow, you're expected to be able to explain to another group member how to divide a whole number by a fraction. In other words, the method of dividing a whole number by a fraction. So you need to know the steps in order to carry out that calculation. You also have to know how to divide a mixed number by another mixed number, and you need to be able to talk your way through that. Please will you do your test your understanding on page 43. That's all for today. Thank you.